from management accounting, and the question reads, the following information is available. Okay, so as we can see there, we have units produced. In level 1 it was 2000, level 2 it was 3000. Then the total cost in level 1 it was 5550. Then in level 2 it was 6450. So the question continues to say that the total cost for level 3 with a budgeted production of 2500 units is. So they want us to find the total cost, okay, when we are producing the 2500 units. So we're going to solve this question using the 3 methods or stages that I'm going to outline. So step number 1, we are supposed to find the variable cost. Per unit. Okay, so how do we find that variable cost? We shall say that variable cost per unit, okay, is equal to we're going to have the total cost, okay, at high activity minus total cost, okay, at low activity. Then you divide by the total units at high activity minus the total units at low activity. Now, as we can see, you discover that each and every highest total cost is going to have the corresponding units, okay, and each and every lowest cost is also going to have the corresponding units. So our total cost at high activity here, or volume of output, happens to be a 6450. Then our total cost at low activity happens to be 5550 over the total units at high activity, that is a 3000 units, minus the total units at low activity, that is a 2000 units. Okay, so if you subtract on top there 6450 minus 5550, we are going to have a 900 there. Then 3000 minus the 2000, we're going to have the 1000 units there. So if you divide 900 divide by 1000, we're going to have the variable cost per unit, okay, of 0.9 kwacha per unit. Okay, meaning the variable cost that will be incurred in producing 1 unit is 0.9 what? 9 kwacha. So this is step number 1. We will look at step number 2. So step number 2, we have to find the fixed costs, okay, in this production. So how do we find the fixed costs? We shall say that fixed costs is equal to total cost minus the variable cost. Okay, and take note that the variable cost, okay, is equal to variable cost per unit multiplied by the units of production. Okay, so in order for us to find the fixed cost, we are going to choose from our information. It's either we can get the one for level 1, meaning the units produced with the corresponding total cost, or we can get for level 2, meaning the units produced with the equivalent total cost. So let's assume that we go for level 2, where you have got 3,000 units and the total cost of 6,450. Okay, so we shall say that fixed cost is equal to our total cost there. It was 6,450 minus our variable cost. We have the variable cost per unit, which is 0.9, multiplied by our production, which is 3,000 there. Okay, so we shall say that fixed cost is equal to 6,450 minus, when you multiply the 0.9 multiplied by the 3,000, we are going to get 2,700. So the difference of the two, it's giving us the fixed costs of 3,750. Okay, now that we have the fixed cost, the last step, which is step number 3, okay, we have to develop, okay, the total cost equation. So the total cost equation to be total cost being equal to fixed cost plus the variable cost. Okay, so if you look at this one, our fixed cost, it is 3,750 plus our variable cost per unit, it will be 0.9 multiplied with the Q. So 0.9 is for variable cost per unit. Then for the all variable cost, you multiply with the quantity. So therefore, we would say total cost is equal to 3,750 plus 0.9 Q. Now, once we are done with this, we can now look at what the question is requesting us to do. The question is requesting us to find the total cost, okay, for level 3 with a budgeted production of 2,500. Meaning where there is Q there, we're going to substitute with the 2,500. Okay, so we'll say that therefore total cost is equal to 3,750 plus 0.9, then 2,500 there. Okay, so the 0.9 multiplied by the 2,500, this is going to give us a 2,250. So when you add 2,250 plus the fixed cost there, which is a 3,750, we are going to have the total cost of 6,000. Okay, so meaning that is our answer. If you check on the choices there, a B becomes the answer to our question.